What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples, what is going on? What is popping in the situation? We're going to talk about the never-ending story when it comes to, Simon Guobadia, Porsha Williams, Falynn Pina, and also Jaylan Banks. So let's just get into what has been going on and what has been popping off with text messages, with all types of stuff, TV show, everything just going down. I don't even know what to say about the situation, but one thing I can say is Porsha Williams, I think that you need to think about what's love got to do with it. What's love got to do with it, girl? For real, because in any event, you work too hard. You work too hard to be out here, and basically your reputation, everything that you have put out there to, build yourself up, to build a brand, to build a legacy for your family and things of that nature. It seems like a lot of it is coming down, and I don't know in the future, would this hurt your, brand, or will it, make it go all the way up to the top, baby? But in any event, you got to think about you, and you got to think about your family, and sometimes you got to put love on the back burner, because it seems like y'all can't ignore each other when it comes to the Pinas, when it comes to the Guobadias, when it comes to the Williams. Y'all are saying each other's name here and there, when both of y'all should be moving on and leaving the situation totally alone and just forgetting about one another and not taking shots. Because, baby, some of these shots, are really hard for anyone to be taken. But in any event, we're just going to get down to the situation. We're just going to talk about it. And it's like the Porsha Williams show. If anything, Porsha, I just really think that you should be doing damage control. I would be sitting there somewhere with Miss Gina. Me and Miss Gina would be talking. Me and Miss Gina would be taking pictures. Me and Miss Gina, we'd have worked out the situation. I would have been like, everything went wrong. Maybe I was wrong, you was wrong, but we need to bring this together. We need to bring this all the way in, because this situation is really not looking too well, because a lot of people have children, and the last thing that they want is their children's spouse or their baby mother, their baby father, to actually engage into activities that we've seen Porsha Williams and Dennis and the ladies engage in. For real. Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Hey, what's up? It is early, baby. But let's just talk about the situation. Let's just get into it. So, if any event, I would be trying to do so much damage control. It seems like they're trying to do a little bit of damage control, but also it seems like what one another does to each other, it affects them where they respond. Falynn responds, Jaylan responds the most. And then you have Porsha, she responds a little bit, throwing a little dagger here, a little dagger there. And then you have Simon that is engaging. And, for one thing, when it comes to Simon engaging Porsha, you told him on the TV show that you don't want him, you want to make sure whatever he posts, that he gets the okay from you. And even some of your family members said it seems like, when it comes to Simon, that maybe he's not trying to deliberately have people drag you, but when he posts and he goes back and forth and say the things that he says and do the things that he do, people come after you, because now it brings more attention to the situation of how you and him got together. And a lot of people don't agree with that, but you don't have to live your life for the people. But at the same time, you got to think about what you build and how is this going to hurt or help you. You know what I mean? Love is just love. You know what I mean? For real. Tina Turner said, what's love got to do with it, baby? So let's just get into it. So as you guys know, after, the Sunday show, the Sunday episode of Porsha Williams Family Matters, it was like, OMG, like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, why would this happen? And it also seems like Porsha Williams, maybe shouldn't have done the show. When it comes to, because she wasn't okay already. Like, she know what Mama Gina gives. She know what Dennis could possibly give. So therefore, if you are not totally, completely over that situation, you still have hurt, you still have pain, and they can trigger you. This is not something that you should have did. You know what I mean? For real, because now you look like the big bad wolf. Now people coming after you and saying, I can't believe you did this to Mama Gina. Your cousin's lying on Mama Gina. Now you saying you didn't want to say nothing on the show. So now you saying that Dennis did this, Dennis did that. And, it's really a sad situation, especially when Porsha says, there is a lot that viewers did not get to see tonight, and I wish we had more cameras to capture that, which I understand is nobody's fault. So basically, she's also not trying to dog out Bravo, and she said, I understand it's nobody's fault, so she's not trying to blame the producers, and she's part PE, part producer on the show, but she says, I have learned in the past that physical is never okay, especially when a man is causing physical to a woman. That is something we are too desensitized to as a society. I spoke to some of my family members that were present and decided at the time it was best not to talk about what cameras did not get to capture, because I was trying to protect Dennis, his business, and therefore our daughter. Looking back, that was not the right idea. And I understand where she's coming from that situation. If the cameras didn't get it, but then, hey, we ain't going to talk about it as well. But at the same time, if you're saying that, now you're saying that, you saw Dennis do something and basically come after your cousin and, your cousin Storm. But at the same time, when you don't say nothing about her, now she's out here speaking about the situation, about what happened, what went down, how she felt. You got your other cousin, aka assistant, speaking about what they felt or what they saw, what they seen. And then we don't see it on the show, and you don't even talk about it. It almost seems like you're trying to hide something. So then it gives people more validity to say, oh, Porsha's hiding, Porsha's lying. But now Porsha's saying, hey, listen, but at the same time, when Storm first came out with her situation and you didn't say anything until this was posted 3 days ago on, the Shade Room. Now it looks like Storm is the lie. It looks like Storm is, doing this for you, Porsha, that Storm is coming after, Dennis because, you guys want to make Dennis look bad. So that is the narrative that's being played. And people are saying that Storm is just like Porsha. She'll do anything like Porsha would do, blase and a third, which I don't know is true at all. But at the same time, people going by what they are perceiving and what they are seeing. So therefore now Storm look all crazy out here in these streets, whether she was telling the truth, whether she wasn't. But we seen her mother was down on the floor in that lime green dress, y'all. So, Porsha says this, but it doesn't seem like, if anything that Storm said is actually true, Storm didn't have nobody to protect her. Just like, to me, on the show, it doesn't look like anybody has Porsha's best interest. But they had her best interest at the end by not speaking on the situation. She asked them not to speak on the situation. So therefore, nobody spoke on the situation. But Londi basically said she told us not to talk about it. It seems like the people that you have in your circle are disgruntled with you, some shape or form. Only person that's not is your mama, Diane. Other than that, that's the situation. Then Porsha continues, I take accountability for reacting strongly to what I was seeing and hearing. While I was not physical with Miss Gina, I regret to argue with an elder, or my daughter's grandmother. So basically she said what she was seeing and what she was hearing, and that's why she responded in the way that she responded. But also, Porsha, we didn't see all the footage. We don't have all the footage, but it definitely looks like you initiated the situation. It definitely looks like there was nobody that had accountability at that dinner table. It definitely looks like, you could have got up and walked away. You could have got Storm and walked away. You could have got your husband, your fiance, and walked away. He could have got you and walked away. And that would have been really telling if we would have seen Dennis say, you know what, we're not having this conversation. He was just sitting there looking. When he says that, oh, Porsha Williams family on a scale 1 to 10, they are not that bad, there are 2. But at any event, you don't know your woman. You don't know how she felt at that time, because the way that Porsha was acting, even when she got and sat at the table, from my review, you could see her face was just like, she's feeling a certain type of way about the situation. And she didn't like anything that Miss Gina was saying. Miss Gina was egging it on too as well. And what Miss Gina was saying under her breath to Auntie Liz. And then Dennis and, Dom going back and forth, Dom instigating the situation as Simon being the oldest male at the table. I would have got my my fiance up, remove her from the table, remove her from the situation, remove Storm. If Storm is saying all this from Dennis done in the past, and now, Dennis is telling Storm to, keep her mouth closed, bro. But, he used a swear word with the situation. Nobody took accountability to get up and walk away and leave the situation. I even heard cousin, AKA, what's his name? Dom, Porsha's assistant, Porsha's cousin, he basically said he wasn't going to get up and walk away because he wasn't going to leave a free meal. So you're going to tell me people going to sit there and watch. They see that you getting there. Your sister Lauren's supposed to know you. It's like nobody knows you, Porsha. It's like you're putting yourself out there just to get tortured. And it doesn't make any sense to get tortured by social media. And your cousin was like, I'm not getting up from the table. I'm not going to leave a free meal. Like, that's more important, a free meal. So maybe you need to have people around you that have something to lose. And in any event, Jaylan and Falynn, they don't have anything to lose. Simon don't have anything to lose. Porsha, you the one is the star. You the one is the celebrity. You the one that been on TV for countless years. You the one that been on radio for countless years. You the one has made your brand, and you just let everybody around you, snatch it from you. It's like they're trying to snatch it from you, and you're helping them snatch it because it's not like you are coherent to what is actually going down. And in any event, it may boost your career. People may want to do business with you, or people may not want to, but only the future would tell. But I wouldn't leave that up to nobody else but myself and make sure I handle my business. And if you ain't fitting what you're supposed to fit in my circle, you can't be in my circle. I don't care if I love you. What love got to do with it? You might not even be with that man for 2 years from now, and look at the things that have been going on and said about you, whether they're true or not. It's just like people say that you got baggage, but look at all the baggage you're dealing with. We're dealing with Simon. And I believe if Simon truly love you, he'll let you go, because this is just too much. And I know people saying, oh, why let the people win? Because this is her career she built. This is what she has been working on her whole life. Once she met up with R. Kelly, wanted to do music. She wanted to be in an entertainment business, and she is. Why let anybody take that from you? Because no one is going to let you take what they built for themselves. You know what I mean? And, when it comes to Falynn, and, Falynn said that her new career now is YouTube. So therefore, this content that she do need, and so does her fiance, Jaylan. And so therefore, you give them an inch or a mile or anything, they're going to go 25,000 feet. You know what I mean? Because, okay, you did something to me. So why do I feel bad saying anything about you or anything about your fiance? And especially if it seemed like you talking about us, we going to jump in, and it helped them. You talking about them, or you saying that Falynn's pregnant, this and that does not help your career. That's not help your status. You need to be so far removed from Falynn and Jaylan and Simon as well. But he's still throwing shots. You know what I mean? He's still going back and forth. You know what I mean? Like, why? Like, Porsha, are you really paying attention? What's love got to do with it? Like, come on. Love is just a secondary emotion. Like, come on, girl. And then now you got your cousin, Tarika, she's coming out. This happened a couple of days ago. I did do a video on it. She's coming out, and she's saying the things that she's saying about you. And she's agreeing with Mama Gina. She's agreeing, with Dennis and everything of that nature. And guess who's under the comments? The same day that when Jaylan and Simon went back and forth on Instagram, she posted this. Porsha posted her situation of what she was going through, how she felt, because people was asking Porsha, like, what's going on, with this situation, and your cousin Storm coming out. So now she finally said something, but at the same time, it seems like Storm was left out to dry. And if it's just a whole lot going on with the situation. Then, you have your cousin that came out, and she's basically talking about Miss Diane. She's talking about, she wouldn't behave that way. She wouldn't disrespect. And guess who's under the comments? Jaylan. So Jaylan was watching. Jaylan done seen you post this. Jaylan done seen you post this right here. And he was like, oh, man, it's sucky now. We're about to get it. And then Simon started posting, and Jaylan was waiting patiently like he always does. Jaylan's been the one speaking before Falynn even started speaking. Remember, she was being quiet throughout the divorce, and then she started to speak. So now you got your cousin out here, talking about you, basically saying that everything that you did is wrong, and she don't agree with you. And then she's also basically saying that you dissed her, you dismissed her because she didn't agree with your relationship. And then she's confirming that you was dating a married man. She's confirming that you was with him while he was married. She's confirming all that. And we all know that, you know, there's a point in time that Porsha was with Simon while he was married. But the kick is, people are saying that she was with him way before they even filmed with Falynn. So in any event, so now you got your cousins. Like, nobody has your back, Porsha. And I know you believe that Simon has your back. Maybe he does, but what he is doing is not helping you. And you are the one. Simon can go on about whatever business he's been doing, but when you are tarnished and people think that, you know what, I don't want to piss off these people. And the people that you might be dealing with, executives, they might be married. They might see, you know, I would be appalled if my son or my daughter's baby father, or, you know, even act that way towards it, and then getting with this man and not making sure he was clearly divorced before you stepped out in public with him. That was a big mistake. You have something to lose. You know, not him. It's just like, I just don't get it. And so now you see Jaylan, he's still, you know, he's looking what the cousin's saying. He knows something's about to pop off. He already saw Porsha pop. Now cousin's popping. He's in the comment section. He's looking, he's searching, he's paying attention. He got everything. When boom, his phone will go boom, bada bing. You know, when one of the Williams or the Guobadia posts, you know. And so, you know, after that, Porsha saying what she said on Instagram, you know, basically talking about the situation. And Simon is knowing that Porsha is facing backlash. So then he talks about, now he's coming for Dennis. He's saying, Black man, respect is earned, not given. We earn that respect by the way we treat our children, our mothers. You know, so he's saying that. And so he's coming for Dennis, right? But in any event, him speaking on that and saying, we didn't need you to say this. We didn't need you to say, my mother would never disrespect my children's mother under any circumstances. If you had something to say, Simon, you should have said something right there when it was being filmed, it was being shown. When Porsha and Dennis was engaging in arguments, you should have said something right then and there, not on Instagram where it's safe to say something. So it almost looked like Porsha is always standing along, but she doesn't feel that way. But to us, or to me, it looks like that. And so Simon said this, he's not coming for Jaylan, he's not coming for Falynn at all. He's not doing that. But then Jaylan, he jumps down and he wants to reiterate. So now he's instigating, you know, the situation, you know, because Porsha Williams' show on Sunday was really, you know, everybody was talking about it. It was big. It was like, oh, I can't believe this on TV. And so he was waiting. He, you know, he's a blogger. So he's waiting. And then now, you know, Simon said that post, and then, you know, and then on top of that, he's talking about how you treat women and his disrespect and pain, hurt, and mental distress and things of that nature. Jaylan jumps in down on the comment section following what Simon said, but Simon wasn't addressing him, in my opinion. And, you know, and so when it comes down, because right now he's thinking about Porsha saving her, you know, backlash, saving her from the backlash that she faced on Sunday's episode. Now, Jaylan said, now, come on, let's be real. You know, you caused mental pain to Falynn, your ex-wife, publicly and privately, something I never comment on out of respect for Falynn. You have no room to speak. She is still healing from trauma to this day. You should think about that before addressing a message towards Black men. And look, he's in the comment section already. You know what I mean? They reiterating, got another comment. You know, he's over here basically saying, how can you be a mentor? How can you give any lessons to Black men? And Simon wasn't addressing. So, you know, Jaylan was looking for an opportunity, and Simon gave him that opportunity because he has to go tit for tat with this guy. Why he got to go tit for tat with this guy? He don't have to do that. He don't got to say anything to this guy, but he wants to defend himself. You know, so Jaylan took the post that Simon said and basically said, oh, you have the nerve because look what you did to Falynn. He should have just ignored it. He's giving them attention, which, you know, is fueled off of Porsha, because nobody really Porsha's a celebrity. Porsha is the star in this. Porsha's the one with the reputation. But Simon don't got nothing to lose. Jaylan and Falynn ain't got nothing to lose. They only have something to gain from this back and forth. And then Simon is not even thinking about Porsha. He's thinking about his own ego, how he felt, how this man said something. And so now he's responding to Jaylan, but not thinking about Porsha, that she's already facing a backlash from what went down with Mama Gina and Dennis and Storm. And then also with producers, because she didn't want to talk about it. But then he's adding fuel to the flame, and Jaylan was right there waiting. And so it's just like, y'all setting up Porsha. Porsha, you being set up, girl, because y'all, man. And so then Falynn, because her and Jaylan was watching, you know what I mean? So when this situation goes on, someone in the comment section basically is defending Simon, saying you don't think that he was in pain, you don't think he was caused mental stress finding out that his wife was pregnant by another man. Then Falynn jumps into the situation and she goes, it should not have not, having seen how he was already, with other people, he was with somebody else, and they were separated. And then also when she got pregnant, you know what I mean? Like how Falynn's basically saying, how could he be hurt? How can he feel any pain when he was already stepping out on me before we separated? He stepped out on me before I even got pregnant. So, now she jumps into the situation. And so now Simon is fueled. I don't know if Porsha's sitting right next to him and fueled with him, but somebody has to have the clear mind. Somebody has to have the clear understanding that we cannot engage in this. Let them say what they're going to say. It's only going to be hot for a few minutes, but if you engage in it, it's going to make it a bigger story. And so that's the situation. So Falynn basically responds because she has the right to respond to anybody in the comments. She can ignore or she can respond. Jaylan can ignore what Simon is saying, but why would he when they can gain some off of it? Only person that's losing in this situation is Porsha. That's it. And so, you have that situation going on. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. What is going on in this situation? Way too much is happening. And then Simon, okay, let me see. Let me find Simon. And then Simon, so he got upset because now you have, Jaylan and Falynn basically entering the shade room entered them into the situation. And so now he basically saying the disrespect still continues, basically saying that Falynn was cheating on him for a whole year, and basically saying, she cheated with the help, and, he's actually supporting, Falynn and Jaylan because he's giving some type of spousal support to her. And so now, but why did he do this? Why he jumped? So this made it a bigger story. The disrespect continues after cheating with the help for a whole year before filing for divorce, having a baby by the jobless help and living off, and having a child whose very welfare today depends on my money. The disrespect. Why would he say that? Why is he engaging? Because, he feels a certain type of way. He wants to jump in his ego. Simon says that he's been through thousands of hours of counseling. If you've been through thousands of hours of counseling and how now you know how to co-parent, now you know how to do all this stuff. This is what you said on the show. Why are you responding? Why do you have time for this? And your response, they're going to clap back at you. They're going to clap back. And so therefore, what does that leave Porsha? Porsha's still looking like, oh, she's in the worst predicament ever. Look at this. And, it doesn't make people feel, you can say all this, but most people don't feel sorry for the situation. Some people agree with Simon where that now that Falynn has a baby, oh yeah, she was cheating the whole time. And who knows how long Jaylan and Falynn been absolutely together. They say that it was afterwards, but who knows if there was flirting, who knows if there was touching, who knows if there was a mental connection as far as love, my soulmate, I want to be with you, blase and the third, going on the whole time while he's working. So they had a great vibe. And so, who knows how long it's been going on. Nobody really knows. Now Simon says a whole year. You know what I mean? At first, she was just cheating when he went away for 4 months. And showing Jaylan coming into the house, and Jaylan was like, I got the code. I work here. I was living downstairs by the kitchen. What are you talking about? So, but what I'm trying to show is, why is Simon responding? This does not help Porsha. This does not help the backlash. This does not help anything. Well, it doesn't take anybody's mind off of what happened on the show. It just add more fuel to make Porsha just look even worse. So it's just, to make Porsha look like more of the villain. And so now you have that situation. It's just like, Lord. So he says that Jaylan responds and basically says, you know, we are straight, we are good. Your chump change, you know, it's not really taking care of us. So basically Jaylan said, I don't know what you're talking about. My child is good. Nobody's living off of your little chump change. If you really want to get down to the facts, oh yeah, did you forget that it was your child's birthday yesterday? Because you sure, you know, wasn't at his party last night, but was getting a whole female name tatted on you. Simon, stop playing with me because I really can't start embarrassing you. We did not learn a lesson. Who was supposed to teach us the lesson? Because Simon basically saying, you know, that they didn't learn the lesson. And so Jaylan claps back and he says this, we're going to get back to the whole thing. And so this is, you know, Simon getting, you know, tattooed on the day that's supposed to be his child's birthday. And so it's just like, OMG. So now it's like, so they clap back. Now they're saying you and Porsha are so happy to post everything in the world that you guys are doing, which we want to know. But at the same time, you have to be very aware of what you do post and what you do say. And so Simon's sitting there getting a tattoo and everything. And Jaylan's calling him out saying he wasn't at his son's birthday party. And then 17 hours ago, now we get a video. You know, we got Simon and his kids. They're at some place. It looks like at one of Dennis's places. But in any event, you know, they're having happy birthday for Dennis, for, you know, Simon's son. So it just makes it seem like, you know, why are you going back and forth? It also seemed like, you know, this was posted in response to Jaylan. Why are you guys going back and forth with Jaylan and Falynn? Because at the end of the day, Falynn is considered the victim, you know, by a lot of people, especially on YouTube. But on Instagram, she's not considered the victim. But in any event, you know what I mean? It makes it looks like, you know, Simon is just going tit-tat for toe with Jaylan. Jaylan's going back and forth because his pride, his ego. But at the same time, Porsha, what about you? What about yourself? Why are you posting all this stuff? Why are you responding? This man just said that Simon wasn't there for his son's birthday. He was out there getting tattooed. We see the tattoo video. Now, all of a sudden, we see, you know, Porsha posting the cake, the birthday cake and all that other good stuff. They're having a birthday party. You see Simon kids. And it's like one of them situations like, oh man, it looks like you're responding. And that's the worst thing celebrities do. When someone say, oh, I don't see you with your kids. I don't see you at your house. You ain't never at work. Next thing you know, they're posting up at work. They're posting up with the babies. It almost seems like you're responding to what they said, trying to show people something else because you want to change the narrative. Like if it's true, if it's not true, and you don't care about what they're saying, you don't have to do this. But Porsha and Simon, in the beginning of their relationship, because I don't want to, you know, go all the way there, but in the beginning of Simon and Porsha relationship, Simon was posting his kids a lot with Porsha. All of a sudden, that posting stopped. You know, I have all the videos of them traveling to Costa Rica, them going to Mexico, them going everywhere, and the videos with the kids and Porsha, her daughter, and Simon's daughter, and the kids are having our matching outfits, going places together. So everybody was content with that situation. That at a point, Simon stopped posting. His children, I don't know if he stopped posting because, you know, maybe his children were being involved in negativity. I don't know. But then once he stopped posting his children with Porsha and all this other stuff, now you got Porsha with a blended show about blended families, and Simon's kids are not on the show. But Simon said, you know, not too long ago, about a month ago, that he wasn't going to put his kids on the show because it's just too much, and he was not going to be posting his kids to entertain people. I did a video on it. It's on my channel. So I don't know if that's the reason why he stopped posting his kids or whatever the case may be. People are assuming that he stopped posting his kids because he's too tied up with Porsha, and then people are going into his background and his former marriages and basically saying that he disappears. You know, so you have Falynn that said that at one point in time she was left with the kids for 4 months. She was left with all of Simon's kids and all her kids. So she had a house full of kids. And so now it looks like, oh, Simon is doing the same thing now again, you know, to his kids, where he's just leaving them with his children's mother and he's just running the world with Porsha. And so maybe that's true. Maybe that's not true. Maybe he's not posting his, you know, dealings with his children as much, but at the same time it gives credence to what people are saying, because Simon has engaged in this online back and forth with Jaylan and Falynn for a long time, before Falynn was even speaking, but Jaylan was always speaking. And it's just like it continues on. Like it almost seems like they want to communicate with each other. But I'm thinking from the Falynn and Jaylan's perspective, when Falynn said her new career is YouTube, YouTube personality. So therefore, this is content for her. So they're getting their money off of this situation. They're making money off of her hurt and pain. And then Simon also constantly responding and throwing little hints there and throwing little stuff there. It's just the worst. You know what I mean? And the person that hurts the most in this situation is Porsha when it comes to her career, and the children also. But at the same time, when you talk about the tattoo, it's just like, okay, Jaylan's talking about the tattoo, and then now we see Porsha and the kids. It just makes it seem like they telling the truth on you, Porsha. That's what it looked like. It looked like, okay, oh, he got us. We gotta post with the kids. We gotta post with the kids. And that's what it looks like, even if it's not that situation. And I don't know if, this video, because she posted 17 hours ago, he posted 17 hours ago about them, having a birthday for his son. It could, maybe they had plans, before they was gonna let their son spend birthday with his brothers and sisters and mother's family on Sunday, and then the following days they was going to do something with him. Did they have something planned? Because they could have had something planned for Simon's son. We just didn't know about it, and it just didn't hit the blogs like that, or whatever the case. But now after Jaylan says it, now it hits the blog. So I don't know if there was something that was already planned. On my looks at the video that Porsha and Simon posted for the party, the cake looks beautiful. So it may have took some time to make, but it's a simple cake, and the decorations and the low 24 hours. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like it was something planned. Like we've seen Porsha's plan parties. We've seen Simon plan party. It doesn't look like, Simon's son's birthday was planned, but it could have been. You know what I mean? It could have been, but it doesn't look like it. And so now she's showing receipts. Oh yeah, we did something. So I'm hopefully these receipts that she's showing is something that happened before Jaylan even spoke. But if Jaylan spoke about, Simon getting a tattoo, not coming to his child's birthday party, and then you instantly post this up, and think you're engaging, and now you're engaging, Porsha. You're the one with the career. You're the one with everything. You're the one that built this life for your daughter. You're the one that built this life for some of the family members around you. Don't let nobody take it away from you. Don't be so sinister as far as like you are so right and I love this guy. Sometimes love just got to be put on the back burner. You know what I mean? Especially if it's something that you built, because ain't nobody gonna sacrifice everything for somebody else. You know what I mean? Unless it's true. And I don't even know if Porsha knows it's true. I don't know if Simon knows it's true, because why do they care about one another? Why does Simon still respond to Jaylan and Falynn? I wouldn't respond to them. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't be thinking about them at all. And we could say Falynn and, Jaylan shouldn't be thinking about Porsha, but at the same time, they're going to get their money off this situation. What you think this is? This is a doggy dog world out here in these streets, y'all. So, I know. Hey, Miss T, what's going on? How you doing? Hey, Monica here. What's going on? What's going on, Latoya? I know. Hey, Vicious V. Hi, Virtuous V. How you doing? What's going on, everybody? Hold on. Lord have mercy. Hey, what's up? What's up? So getting back to the story. So in any event with this situation, so I just hope they didn't post, this cake and his birthday up because of what Jaylan said. And if they did, it's just really sad. Like, I don't even know why they're going back and forth with the situation. And so do we get on to, after all that, they went through all that, Falynn, she dropped some text messages. So Falynn dropped some text messages. They're very unclear for me to see, especially with not having my glasses on. Let me see which one this is. Okay. So let's see which one this one is. So, it's a text message that Falynn posted on her story. And basically, it's a text message from Simon back when they was, getting ready to separate. They were separating and going on their separate ways. And Simon basically sends Falynn a text message. Oh, you know what? This is what I forgot right here. Talking about these people. Okay, so back to this message right here. So we read the part about the tattoo. So now Jaylan basically is showing a text message from Simon from December 19, 2020. And basically in this text message, Simon is basically saying that Jaylan is good. Jaylan is a good person, and basically saying his mom is good, his sister is good, and basically saying, that Jaylan has a good heart. So if this man actually slept with your wife, and then I got her pregnant, because Simon been saying she's pregnant. And I don't know if that was a lucky guess or he knew that she was pregnant. Most likely he knew that she was pregnant or heard it through the grapevines. But he says, Jaylan, was nice knowing you. I have determined on my own that you got a great heart. Like, how does he have a great heart if he did that to you? Unless you already moved on and you're not upset. But now you're throwing shots like you are upset, like you feel a certain type of way about Jaylan and Falynn. He goes, and I wish you the very best. Falynn and I have decided that it is best we went our separate ways. Nothing to do with you, I promise. Nothing to do with you. So nothing to do with Falynn cheating with you. Nothing to do with you, Jaylan, at all, point blank, period. And basically, he said that is where she is emotionally and she needs to be by herself. Tell your mom and your sister that I said that they are good people. So basically, before, Falynn started to speak on the situation about, her divorce and everything else, because she was quiet about the divorce because it was going through the proceedings. And Simon allegedly was sending cease and desist notice to Falynn and Jaylan. And so if Jaylan is so bad, why are you texting him like, oh, you're such a good person? I wouldn't text somebody that, broke up my marriage or, basically did not honor my marriage, and my wife broke her vows with you and then said that you are a good person. I wish you the best. I wouldn't wish you nothing. I wouldn't wish you the best. And I wouldn't talk to you. I wouldn't have nothing to say to you. Point blank, period. So now it seems like it's contradicting, how Simon really feels towards Falynn and Jaylan, because they're showing personal messages where he's feeling like he's okay. Maybe he's okay because he found somebody else. Maybe he's okay because he doesn't want to, have that problem with Jaylan and he just wanted to end it on a good note. But if you wanted to end it like that, why have you been speaking on Falynn and Jaylan when you and Porsha decided to go public and things of that nature? You would have kept it cordial, because that seemed like something that Falynn was trying to do. And you fueling the fire with Jaylan and Falynn and then getting Porsha involved, you handed them a career, okay? So it is what it is in that situation. So it's just like, okay, so you're really over the situation. It's not that big of a deal. So why even talk about she cheated? Only to do that, to say that, oh, she cheated, she's pregnant, whatever, because Porsha Williams was getting backlash for being with him and allegedly stealing Simon from Falynn. That's not the case. The man was already checked out. He'd been checked out, because Falynn said in the post I recently showed you that he was already stepping out. He was already doing this. He was already doing that. So in any event, with that situation, Porsha was getting a lot of backlash. So to make it more easy and to make people understand is, oh, I left Falynn because she cheated on me. And then she cheated on me with the help with the assistant. And now she's pregnant by him. Then Porsha starts her new show. And so, look, I know people won't understand what I'm saying, but, she's engaged now and she's pregnant. That still does not take the weight off of you, Porsha. It still doesn't take anything from it, because it's still the story of him going back and forth with Falynn and with Jaylan before your show even premiered. It doesn't make any sense that that's a good excuse to say, oh, look, he was right, but yet he may have been, before you came in the picture, there was Miss Jessica Cake. Okay, so it's just so messed up. So I think Simon had to come out and say that to defend Porsha, because she was getting a lot of backlash. And so therefore he broke his silence and he felt he was going to go full in, going after Jaylan, going after Falynn to protect Porsha and protect, what he's building with Porsha. But at the same time, it's hurting her as well. And then Porsha mentioning, oh, she's pregnant, giving credence, giving her a platform to speak on and speak on you, is just like, what's going on? Like, who is in charge? Who's the manager? So, that whole situation is just all crazy, all the way together. Like, Lord. So we get to the text messages. which I said that they are not clear. So here is one. Which one? Oh, let me go with this one. So Falynn, she posted her text messages that Simon said to her on Wednesday, April 14th. And when she says Wednesday, April 14th, this is the time that they didn't even publicly announce their divorce, and supposedly Porsha was messing with him at this time, and also he was messing with Jessica Kate. And the dates that Porsha has given on her TV show are inaccurate when she said, I got with him 2 weeks after. No, I got with him 2 months after, no, a month after. Even the people on the show didn't really understand the dates. And so it's just one of them situations where, Falynn wanted to prove something. And, there's things that she's trying to prove about the dates, basically saying that he's all over the place. And then he's still saying that he loves me when he's with Jessica Cakes, and he tells Jessica Cakes, I can't stand Falynn, she's narcissistic. And then, he's probably with Porsha telling Porsha, I can't stand Falynn. And then yet, April 14th, before it's all over, he could be possibly being a gentleman. But if she did this to you, if she cheated on you with the assistant right under your nose, you don't need to be cordial. You don't need to say nothing unless you wanted to be a gentleman. It almost seems like he wanted to work something out. But in any event, Falynn posted text that he says, Falynn, there is a good chance I will not be here tomorrow for the rest of the week. I cannot watch while the love of my life move out of a home we had hoped to live in for the rest of my life. That would be too hard to bear. So the love of your life, but yet you saying Porsha is the love of your life once it's exposed. So how can you go on from Falynn a month earlier or 2 weeks earlier or 3 weeks earlier and text her that she's the love of your life, but yet you're out here dipping and dapping? So it doesn't really make sense. And it was like, what? I can't watch while the love of my life moved out of a home we had hoped to live in for the rest of my life. That would be hard to bear. Like, come on. So it just seems like what's going on? Y'all setting up Porsha? Was a plan to destroy Porsha? Like, I don't know. And so continue on. Like, why would he say this if she did this to him? Like, if she did what you said that she did, how could you even utter up this and say, unless you want to be a gentleman about the situation, but you wasn't a gentleman about the other things, you know what I mean? And then also continues, I also would like to add that in my reflection on the last 4 years and 8 months or 3 months, the connection to our childhood, the connection to your childhood always seems to bring you bad energy and reunite your traumas. If I was to make a suggestion, keep your mom, Jacob, and Ty away from you. And why do you care about her well-being? Why do you care about her mom? Why do you care about Ty? Why do you care about Jacob? Why do you care about her brother, her sister, or her mom, or what they're doing to her if she cheated on you? So you saying that since she had childhood trauma, that's the why she cheated on you with her assistant? Like, why would you even be bothered in that situation? Why would you even care? Because you made it seem like you wanted her out, point blank, period. You was living in a pool house. That's what Jessica Cake said. And therefore you sending her, giving her advice after she done broke your heart, after she done did this to you. Why would you even utter the words and care about anything that Falynn is going through, her family? You should be wishing them well, because they probably knew what was going on. You know what I mean? If that was the case. So I was like, why is he worried about her future or where she goes or anything like that? You know what I mean? Like, why do he care? Because he don't care, because he's been talking about her consistently and taking shots here and there. She's been taking shots too as well. So therefore, I guess at this time he cared. But how can you have that type of empathy for someone that just broke your heart? And now you have a whole life-changing decision going on with your kids, with her kids. And now you're telling her, keep your mom, keep your brother, keep your sister. It's like, yo, Porsha, I don't know what to tell you, girl. So in any event, so he says this, Jacob and Ty away from you, they have very bad spirits and energy. They have very bad spirits and energy. Like, so you trying to say that she got a good spirit and she got a good energy when she was over there cheating on you with Jaylan? Is that what you saying? Because you saying that her family's bad, but she's good, cheating on you with Jaylan and everything else like that. The assistant, like, what's going on? And so, basically, if that's the case, she got a bad spirit. So it just seems like what Simon has been saying about Falynn, if this text message is actually legit, it doesn't seem like he was hurt by Falynn in any way, unless he was doing what he was doing out here in these streets, unless he was trying to show empathy, unless it did not happen at all and their relationship happened after. But you guys tell me what you think. And he says they have very bad energy. They are the common denominator. Each time things went wrong for us at both Grogan Ferry and carry over to Mount Perrin, I think it's time you let them out of your life. Otherwise, I am afraid the continued presence will keep hurting your chances for a normal life. I hope you find peace and happiness in your new home. Like, why do you even care if she was so hurt and she was so narcissistic, she broke your heart, she was having an affair right under your nose, unless you didn't know about it, unless these text messages is where he does not think that, she did anything, but it's very confusing. And Falynn at the bottom says, does this sound like it's coming from a husband who had been cheated on from me? And look, he's trying to keep my family away. So at the same time, now this gives credence to what Falynn is saying. That's what I'm saying. You need to leave this situation alone, Simon, because basically when it comes along to this situation, it doesn't look like she was cheating on you or anything the way that you're talking, unless you didn't know about Jaylan at that time. But these text messages that you sent April 14, 2021, you may have already insinuated that she cheated, or what the case may be, or maybe you didn't want her to tear up the house, but it just seemed like, everything that Falynn was saying about you being controlling, you still at the end of the marriage being over, it being over, she's breaking up with you, you breaking up with her, you're going your separate ways, you're moving out, you're heartbroken, why are you still worried about what her mama, what her brother, what her sister doing, what are they saying, or anything? You know what I mean? It's almost like, Falynn is saying Simon was controlling and he wanted to separate me from my family. Now you see it in the text messages, and now people will equate that text message that she posts and what she's saying equated to, oh, remember when Simon said to Porsha, Miss Gina's the problem, Miss Gina's the issue, and the next thing you know, Porsha's going ham on Miss Gina. So, and then you also have, Londi, you have Dom. They basically saying that Simon is in control of her. You know what I mean? That's what they said on the show. Dom said it. Dom said, you know what? Porsha's not doing what Dennis telling her to do no more. Now she's doing what Simon's doing. And Londi agreed, and also the other assistant agreed. Oh yeah, she's doing all this now for Simon. Blah blah. They could have been joking, but it seems like there is a control factor too, and an isolation factor that Falynn said previously earlier. Even though Falynn may have been cheating with the whole world, but the way that you're responding to her cheating, or maybe you didn't know, it seems like it's not a big deal. But now that she's with Jaylan, you with Porsha, is a big deal, and this back and forth, which is not hurting you really. It's not hurting Falynn or Jaylan because they're gaining. It's hurting Porsha reputation. So I don't know, Porsha. I don't know what you're gonna do. And then so there's another text message. They're really not that clear, but let me see if I can find it on the flip side. And so, there's another text message. Good morning. I am off to play golf for an hour or to clear my head, but I want to have a conversation today about moving forward. I will be moving out today to give our attorney time to figure out what is best for us. I will work with you to make sure the kids are not traumatized by our decision to go our separate ways. I know we tried and gave it our best. I am proud of how far you have come individually, and I understand that does not always mean we are good for each other. Let's talk when I get back. It doesn't seem like he's brokenhearted or he's upset. Maybe he came to terms that, okay, she cheated. There's no reason to throw it up in her face. But he seems less emotional about Falynn and Jaylan and these text messages that Falynn allegedly posts to her Instagram. Less emotional, but he's very emotional when it comes to Instagram and going back and forth at Falynn and Jaylan over the year and a half that this all been going on. And so doesn't seem like he's, it's a bad situation. It seems like he's okay. And it's like unless Porsha, I don't see how Porsha would be using this as any type of storyline, because there's nothing good that's coming from this. Nothing good at all. So you guys let me know what you think about this situation. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. Like, Porsha, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, baby girl? Let me see what you guys are saying. So that's pretty much it. Hey, peeps, what's up, Ralph? How you doing? What's going on? How you doing? Wide mouth Porsche, you're too much. Why are you going there? So, it's just a whole bad situation. The back and forth. And it's just like the back and forth doesn't hurt anybody but Porsha. It hurts Porsha's career. It hurts Porsha's reputation. It's just continuous negativity towards Porsha. And Porsha and Simon going back and forth. As we can see, it looks like Simon has went back and forth with, Jaylan. Jaylan instigated the situation, but Simon's old enough to know better. But it seemed like he wanted to be involved in the situation. I thought he had to get permission before what he posts. So he posts, that situation. Maybe Porsha was there and she was laughing about it. She thought it was cute, but it's not cute, because now you got Falynn dropping text messages about, him acting like, oh, he was not even hurt by any type of cheating or anything that's going on. People keep supporting Falynn and Jaylan mess. If they are so happy, why they continue? They're not, because what did Falynn say? Falynn said that she has been enthralled into her new career as a content creator, as a YouTube creator. Porsha Williams and Simon are content, and so therefore I showed you guys earlier what Jaylan was looking for Simon to he kept responding to Porsha Williams' cousin. He responded on the Shade Room. Simon made a post. He responded to that post, and then Simon responded back to him, because Simon was like, I'm gonna jump in it, and basically he was being baited to jump in it. And then Falynn dropped the receipts, and then Jaylan dropped, oh, you wasn't even at your son's birthday party. And then now you got Porsha and Simon posting birthday pictures and posting that they're having their party. At least I'm hoping that it's not a response. I'm hoping that, maybe this happened and they recorded it then and now they're dropping it, because if they are dropping these receipts after Jaylan said what he said, and they didn't have anything planned for the young man, but now they're going to plan something because Jaylan said something, like, that's really bad. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what it looks like. No matter how you slice it, no matter how you cut it, that's what it looks like, especially if you don't put no date or you don't put no time of when this video was recorded. So it looks like Jaylan said this and you responded, but also, Simon and Porsha could have had plans to celebrate his birthday on Tuesday, to celebrate it on Monday, but not celebrate it on his birthday. Who knows? But what it looks like is the back and forth. So now, as I put it to you guys in kind of chronological order, how the whole thing took place in the beginning of the video, that's what it seems like. And it seems like it's a back and forth from responding. And why? Because Porsha's the only one that got something to lose in this situation. When as far as reputation, when we talk about the adults, the kids, with Simon kids, if this is actually the case, and people coming for Simon, but Simon has said that he's not posting his kids on the show, and he's not posting his kids to entertain people, blase and a third, but people is taking that he's not posting his kids on Christmas or on these certain days as because now he's just, enthralled with Porsha and her family. Then you have Falynn that said back in the, almost a year ago, that she was stuck with the kids by herself, for months. And it looks like, oh, this is now they listen to what she said back in the day, well, a while ago, and then not seeing him with his kids and posting up with Porsha, which he has a right to. People are going to assume, oh, he done dropped his kids off and left them with their mama, like he left his kids with Falynn. So therefore, like, there's some type of maneuver that older man and Porsha as a 40-year-old woman has to make sure that they have in place, because Porsha is the business. Porsha is only reason why people are paying attention to the situation, because you have a Real Housewife star that's been a Real Housewife star for years, involved in this crazy situation, and then involved with, Falynn that was on the show. Like, it's just really big. But I would say in the beginning of Porsha and Simon's relationship, his children was always with him, and all of a sudden that just dropped. And I don't know if he decided not to post them anymore, but there was always something. There was always the kids was always involved. And now, as of before New Year's, things of that nature, and then Porsha in the summertime, you really didn't see his kids around unless they kept them off camera. But in any event, just responding. And Porsha, why is he responding? Why are you responding too by posting the birthday party? Like, and then the tattoo. Like, we don't need to know all that. We didn't need to know any of that. We just one day might see you and Simon on the beach and we see Porsha's name on him. It's almost like a retaliation of what happened with Dennis, what happened on the show, and it's just like all mediocre kid stuff that they're doing, that Porsha is so caught up. Like, Porsha, wake up, Porsha, wake up. Everybody's laughing at you. Everybody's pointing a finger at you in this situation. You're the one that got the book. You're the one that been on TV. You're the one that's in entertainment. You got a song out. You are the celebrity. You are the star. You're the EP. You're on TV. You're on radio. You're just building everybody up around you that don't want to be built up. So now you got Falynn, Jaylan, then you got your family on TV. Your family, Lord have mercy, Porsha. You need to reevaluate the whole situation. Like, what's love got to do with it? It's just a secondary emotion. You know what I mean? At the same time, and if any event, I would have been me and Mama Gina, and Dennis, we would have been posted up. Well, I would have got my cousin. We would have made this situation right. It's just like everybody around you, Porsha, but except for Mama Diane, it look like they talk about you. They don't like you. And if they do like you, they do things that sabotage and make it even more difficult for you to move out here on social media. And the things that you do too as well. Like, you should have never did that show if you wasn't emotionally ready to deal with Miss Gina or deal with Dennis, because it was going to be there. If you wasn't ready, you shouldn't have did it. You should have been your butt back on Real Housewives of Atlanta and cat fight with them lady, not cat fight with your daughter's grandmother. So this is just crazy. Yes, please like the video. These couples are weird. Yes, like, it's so crazy. The whole debacle is sad. Yes, Love Angel, like, this is crazy. So if you guys want to jump on the StreamYard and tell me what you think about the situation, the text me. I don't got my glasses on, so I really can't see. I can't see, but the whole back and forth, it could be trying to cover up what went on Sunday. Nothing's gonna cover up what happened Sunday. If you was 18 years old, Simon getting a tattoo, that would have been all cool. That's what the young people on Instagram do when it comes to Ari, Moneybag Yo, when it comes to, all of the other kids that be on the Instagram. Like, they'll do something really bad and terrible, then they'll post up a brand new car, or I brought this person a gift, and the people forget about what they did. Not in this situation, because the people that are following this situation got long-term memory, not short-term. So anyways, what's up Norris? How you doing? What's up Miss T? Yes, please like the video, y'all. Keisha Osborne. But Dennis been defending Porsha. He hasn't said nothing about Porsha. So, that's a good situation. He's basically keeping his mouth closed on the situation, and he could do if he added on to the damage control, the damage, he could do a lot more and say a whole lot more. And we don't know if Dennis is going to do that. But now you got Simon checking Dennis on Instagram, talking about Dennis and his mother. So therefore, when Dennis attacks and say what he needs to say, and his mother does too, what's going to happen? And Simon is going after Falynn and responding to Jaylan and Falynn and what they saying for a long time, and after this episode, and then you got Simon commenting on that's his fiance, but he's adding fuel to the fire. You know what I mean? And it's not a good situation. So where is it at? So, because we went through this earlier. So let's see. Oh man, I just like, yo, Porsha, it's like, yo, these people, everybody around you. Porsha, you need to run and hide and be. Like, yo, you need to, I don't know what's going on with you, Porsha, because right now it seems like you have no control over anything, and you basically bit off more than you can chew when it comes to dealing with Simon and this relationship and the backlash. And then your fiance, okay, so your fiance, he's trying to help Porsha out because of what went on Sunday night. So he posts this about black man respect and this and that. Then he throws in on his comments, my mother would never disrespect my children's mother under any circumstances. Dennis is working on keeping his mother out of co-parenting obligations. We all need to respect these two first-time parents. I know what they are going through because I have been there before, blah, blah, blah. And so he's talking about that, but that's still taking a shot. Like he needs to take his mother. He needs to do this. That's fine. And then up top, the comment he's saying, basically he's talking about the disrespect. Black man disrespected is unfair. And, you know, people cause this stress, disrespect, causing someone, you know, pain and things of that nature and behavior. It is equivalent to putting a lipstick on a dog. Let's evaluate the conversation in our community. And then, okay, so now you're saying that no man or woman should promote the narrative of, you know, so now you're saying that, and so now you're calling out Dennis. Now, what if Dennis jumps online and say this and that? So what he says to you, nobody really cares. It'll be like, oh yeah, Dennis read him, blase in the third. But what he says about Porsha's parenting, what he says about Porsha, what he says about the incident, why he left, and he decides to speak on that and do it on IG Live or put it out there, you know, who do you think that's going to hurt? That's going to hurt Porsha, and that's going to hurt her daughter. Like, why are you engaging in things that you should actually be mute on? You know, especially when it comes to Dennis, be mute on that situation. You don't even have to engage Falynn or, you know, what's that boy's name? Jaylan, because you don't even got no kids with her. You wasn't even married to her that long. You don't got no kids. You don't got no nothing. You're supposed to be happy with Porsha, done with Porsha. Let them say whatever they want to say, but you want to defend Porsha to make the situation look better. But as you do that, Falynn and Jaylan are going to clap back and drop receipts. So you're better if you just say nothing. Okay. Porsha needs a whole new, she needs all types of squads. No way. Miss T is too much. Simon will get that tattoo cover in less than a year. Lord, 3 weddings is crazy. Lord have mercy. Hey, what's up, D? I hope Porsha can enjoy herself while she and Simon are engaged and progressing to their third weddings. Yes, thank you so much, Miss T. I appreciate that. What did Cinderella say? Dennis never thought Porsha would get tired of him. In any event, you know, I don't think that's. And then you heard the cousin Dom. He spoke on his Insta. So you guys are too funny. I can't. So when you have this situation going on, you had Dom. He basically said that he didn't even know Dennis was going to be there. So did Storm not know that Dennis was going to be there? It's like, yo, you're letting people set you up for failure. And any time and point, clout is clout being talked about and have a show. But there's some things that you have to put in place. You have to put your family in place. You have to sit down and you have to talk to them. You have to let them know what's up. Like, you thinking that they're supposed to already know what to do, how to do, and say it. No, that's not the case at all. But at least they listen to you at the end of the day and not speak up. But you know what? You should have showed, she should have been more easy with Miss Gina, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, everybody's judging you. You know, everybody's going to judge your past. They're going to judge what you did on Real Housewives of Atlanta, what altercations that you got in. So the last thing you needed to do was go all the way ham like you did. And if you was triggered by what you have seen before that trigger even happened, you should have left. And you should have got your cousin up and you should have left. And Miss Gina is no angel. And Dennis was no angel either. And Dennis says he knows Porsha so well. If you know Porsha so well, you probably should have known that she was about to go off. The way that she was talking, the way that she was in the conversation of you cheating and you talking to Dom, and she was just giving y'all a nasty eye. She was giving her assistant the nasty eye, and she basically was a little short with Miss Gina when she said change the conversation. You should have got up and you should have walked away. But once Porsha got up from the table and walked away in the corner and said get out, you went over there, Dennis, and you kept engaging her, and you shouldn't have. Simon should have directed you out of the building. And there's the case where people believe that Porsha lunged at his mother, and once that happened, it was all over. Dennis was uncontrollable, and whoever got it got it. That's one part of the situation, are people saying. And when it comes to that, it's just like it looked like Porsha was really upset with Miss Gina, and then in the clip and on the show, Porsha was screaming, "Where's Gina? Where's Gina?" So she wanted Miss Gina. She wanted to get to Miss Gina. And that's the most saddest thing in the world, that is put on air. People do have altercations with their with their, child's father's mother, or their daughter's mother, grandmother, or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, you're on TV. This ain't the hood. And there's certain things that you got to be able to control yourself, and not seeing that is what, like, it's almost so much damage being done to Porsha that I don't think she realized it, because if she did, she wouldn't have posted that tattoo. That tattoo don't make it better that situation went down. Getting jealous, or making Falynn look at it, or getting other people that are watching hating on you jealous because he got a tattoo. We don't care about that tattoo. We care about what we seen on TV. We care about the progression of Porsha and what Porsha's doing for men. Porsha is, ruining a lot of things, an opportunity. That's what it seems like, but we don't know if that's going to be the future for men. Like, Dennis and his mama should never get you to that while the camera is on. And if you wasn't ready, you shouldn't have did the show. You shouldn't have told them to come. You shouldn't have told anybody to come. You shouldn't have did the show. Maybe take a break. You said you wanted to retire at 41. You got a whole lot of rebuilding to do. And these are behind men. It's behind men, and it's behind your controlling yourself. And yes, we all lose it. But we can't lose it when we got money on the table. When we build so much, we cannot let our emotions control us. And this is where Lauren comes in at, as with the meditation, the woosah, and the healing. But Simon talking about he got 1,000 hours of counseling and all this other stuff, and he's good. Then why are you responding to Jaylan? Why are you doing that? Why are you responding to Falynn? Why are you even concerned about what they're saying? Don't make no sense. If y'all got ain't no counseling been going on. Ain't not a damn thing been going on. Ain't no counseling. Ain't no reconstruction. Ain't no therapy. Ain't nothing been going on. It's just been like, let's go full-fledged off the freaking mountain. And you're letting everybody take you off that mountain portion. You're not in control. And if you are in control, you need to put somebody else in control, because this totally looks bad. She's making sure she's keeping that money in check. I feel what you're saying, and I understand that. But this can also stop the money in a check. All this can. It's just, but people like controversy, and people like a lot of things. And we'll see what the network does with Porsha next. And I wish Porsha the best, but at the same time, it's just like, there got to be somebody held accountable she has to hold herself accountable for letting a relationship, her baby daddy, get her to the situation where she goes off like that? And why would you put him and Storm in the same place together? If you can't stand Miss Gina, you don't want Miss Gina around, Miss Gina be doing too much. And yes, she does too much. And yes, she poke. But at the same time, they can't come into your territory and have you, poke you, and then you just go wild hand. You just act like you don't have no type of restraint, like you don't understand the cameras on, the cameras are watching, people watching, they're trying to get at you, they're saying things, Miss Gina basically bringing up that Porsha was cheating, that got to her too as well. And she was like, I'm too through earlier in that episode, I don't want to blend our families. If that's the case, you should just cut production or left. And she did try to get Dennis and Mama Gina to leave, because you heard Storm tell Dennis, hey, listen, we told you to leave 3 days ago, but you're still here. And it's like, where was Simon at to help his fiance with that? Because he got the 1,000 hours of counseling. Like, no one could see that Porsha was not ready for that. She couldn't deal with it. And then having him talking about Dennis cheating, like, how, if she couldn't handle him bringing a date, you know what I mean? Because of whatever trigger that she has with that situation, she should have never had a show with him. Should have never did it. But in any event, it is what it is. It's out here. Maybe it might get renewed. Maybe it's not. But it's just that I feel bad. Like, the shit's sad. Like, yo, you came too far for letting your baby daddy and whatever he did or said, or whatever triggered you in that situation, get you to act like that on TV once again, once you was trying to remove yourself from that type of particular behavior, because people will always point, oh, Porsha did this, Porsha did that. Remember, she did this to Cynthia, she did this to Kenya, and then now you're doing it to your baby father and your daughter's grandmother. You know how bad that looks? You know how many people that support you that are grandmothers, and they would be hurt if if one of their children's baby mama or baby father came after them like that. So it's more than just Gina poking. It's more than just Simon. It's more than just Dennis poking and Gina poking and everything else. You're not looking at the craft of the situation, but she did get better views, she did get better ratings. So yeah, this is bad. And then and why is Simon calling out Dennis right now? Dennis can end it all, the be all. Dennis can get out here and say something, and they're gonna believe what Dennis says. Dennis can respond to Simon and go all the way ham, and it's just to be and that's gonna hurt Porsha even more. Because now it's coming from somebody that been around and been in her life and been around her family. Then her family likes him. Her family choose him. Only person that's not choosing him right now is Dom and Storm. But everybody else in the family, Dom is not choosing him. But at the same time, he said some good things about Dennis. And Storm is not choosing Dennis. But the rest of your family is choosing him. So whatever he says, they're going to believe what he says. Because now you got your cousin, Tarika, whatever her name is. She's out here. She's defending Dennis and his mother. So now Simon fueling the fire with Dennis with his post, it can make the situation worse. How much? I guess maybe all this is good. But then after a while, people get tired. So we shall see. You got this one out here. Like, half of your family is siding with your baby daddy. Publicly, not privately, publicly. And now you got your fiance coming after your baby daddy. What you think is gonna pop off? If you look at Dennis has more self-control than Simon. More self-control as far as the blogs, because Dennis could have got up from that table, got his mother up, and walked away. And I would have liked to see Simon get Porsha when Porsha said, I want to leave, guide Porsha out. Let's go. I would have wanted to see that. You know what I mean? And then I wanted to see how Porsha would respond to that situation, because nobody said, let's get up and go. Let's go. Porsha went in the corner and said, let's go. You should have exited the scene then, and you should have took Storm with you, because it's a possibility, because Dennis said what he said to her. And then if any allegation that she has made in the past is true, you should have got up and you should have walked away. Somebody should have got Porsha out of there. Who is protecting the bag? Nobody's protecting the bag at all. Like, y'all. Come on. Like, it almost seems like everybody around you is sabotaging you. I'm just like, you got your cousin out here. She's doing all types of public announcements against you. Like, come on, like this is bad. This is like the worst. So in any event, I dropped the StreamYard key. You guys, I just wanted to cover that and talk about that. Hopefully, I won't hear from Porsha, Falynn, Jaylan, or Dennis, or or Simon, and any response. But Porsha, you need to tighten up your circle quick. But yo, what's going? It just seems like something psychologically is not right in this whole situation. Dennis cannot control his mama. Everyone's looking at what Porsha did, but even Ray Charles can see that Dennis was in the wrong. He went behind Porsha. I believe he was put. Okay, I see what you're saying. Porsha should come out with a song. Yo, no, I know that is so funny. Now, if Porsha gonna do damage control, the picture with Simon's kids after Jaylan called y'all out is not a good look. The tattoo is not a good look, and you need to do something else with damage control. Oh, you know what? Just let the chips fall where they may. And we'll see what happens. Maybe you will have regrets and maybe you won't have regrets. But when it comes to, at that dinner, somebody should have got up. Somebody should have just said, Porsha's time to go. Everybody, the family, they was in solidarity with Porsha. They should say, Porsha, we're going to leave. Let them sit here and have this dinner. Let's go. No one knew that Porsha was at her breaking point. Nobody seen it. Simon didn't see it. The family didn't see it. Do y'all know each other? Like, what's going on? And then you got Dom. He got on Instagram and he said that he wasn't going to get up because he wasn't going to let go of free meal. Like, when you got people around you that won't get up and won't save you from yourself because there's a free meal, then you need a new circle. For real, for real. So in any event, that's the situation. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Peace and love to all my peeps and my peoples. And thank you guys for coming through. Peace.